Hey guys, Meanpooh here, and today I have the Dell 24 gaming monitor, model S2421HGF. It's a TFT LCD LED backlit panel. It has a viewable area of 23.8 inches measured diagonally. It has a 1920 by 1080 resolution. The panel has G-Sync compatible certification and AMD FreeSync premium support. Both of these technologies help minimize screen tearing and stuttering for smoother, fluid gameplay. The panel has a refresh rate of 144 Hz and a rapid response time of 1 millisecond gray to gray using the Extreme Mode preset. It has a color gamut of 72% NTSC, CIE 1931 72%, and CIE 1976 83%. The panel arrived in this box without any other protection. After opening the box, we have a few things that seem to be jumbled around. No worries though, because all of it's coming out. There is the quick setup sheet, warranty and safety information, the HDMI cable, the power cable, and the stand base with the Nvidia G-Sync label. Removing the second layer, we have the stand riser, which has a small hole for cable management. And lastly, the panel itself. Those familiar with monitors pretty much know these things, but for those that don't, here's the back. Power connector, security lock slot, a hole for a screw to lock the riser to the display, HDMI 1, HDMI 2, DisplayPort, headphone port. And on this side, we have the joystick for maneuvering in the menus. And we also have some function buttons for backing out of menus and shortcuts. To assemble, lay the base flat on a table. Pick up the riser and stick it on top. It should snap into place. Pick up the base and lay it on its side. Lift the silver keyring and begin to turn clockwise until it's snug. When finished, collapse the ring. There are a few ways to connect the panel, but the easiest way to connect the panel to the riser is to lay the panel flat on its face on a flat surface. Slide the two pins into the groove and then let the bottom click into place. If you want to remove the panel from the riser, just hit this button here. Once connected, the panel can move up and down along the riser. It's pretty stiff, so wherever you put it, it should stay there and not move around if bumped. The panel can also tilt forward and backward. This is the back of the panel with the HDMI connector and the power cable inserted. This is the power button that is located on the right side bottom. The LED will turn white when it is on. Alternatively, you can remove these 4 screws and mount a bracket similar to this to be installed on a VESA stand. Now this bracket is not included, so you'll have to buy that separately. Turning the monitor on, you will have to set your preferred language. Once into Windows, head to Dell to get the display driver. Device Manager will report your display as generic until you do so. Once downloaded, install the driver that is located in the decompressed folder. Once finished, your machine will now assign the correct name and profile. The display does come with the Dell Advanced Exchange warranty. Although the driver is installed, you will still need to calibrate your panel. All the tests that I am doing today are uncalibrated and straight out of the box. Hitting the joystick one time will bring up the menu. Here on the left you have game, then over to the right you can access the preset modes. Right now we're in standard, then there's FPS, MOBA RTS, RPG, sports preset, then you have a couple of customs, 1, 2, and 3, then you have comfort view, then you have a warm, then a cool, then a custom color. Clicking the joystick back to your left will bring you back. Going on down, we have game enhanced mode, which is set to off. Not using any of those right now. We have timer, which lets you set a timer for how long the game is going. So you won't have to look at a clock. I'm just guessing. Then you have frame rate. The frame rate actually puts the frequency of the monitor on the left side of the screen, and you'll see that in the videos that I'll play. I actually don't see a function for it because we already know we're at 144, so I don't know. And then we have display alignment, and this will let you align your monitor, all the edges. Going back into the menu, we have a response time that's set to extreme right now. You have fast, super fast, and extreme. Then we have the dark stabilizer. And then we have reset game, which you can reset that preset. Going back to the main screen, going on down, we have brightness and contrast. Pushing the button right under, which will back us back out. We can just hit this button here. Going to import source, we can choose DisplayPort, HDMI 1, which is where our source is coming from, HDMI 2, auto select, which is set to on, and we can reset the input source in case something goes wrong. The display gives us information. We have our aspect ratio, and you can go in 4:3 and 5:4. Input color format, RGB and YPBPR. Show you what that looks like. Then we have the sharpness, which was sitting on 50%. And we have reset display, just in case you mess it up, just reset it. Moving on back, we have audio. Volume is set to 50. You can go up and down. You can use this for your headphones. And you can reset the audio. The menu is in English. Transparency is set to 20. You can adjust that as well, 20%. You can make it almost translucent. You can make it solid if you like, which might look a little bit better if you're not playing a game, that is. You might want to make some quick adjustments while you're playing a game and you would like to see what's going on while you're doing this real fast. You also have a timer that counts down for how long the actual display stays on. So like if we want to change something, then we could have the actual menu of the panel shut off in 10 seconds. And you can go all the way up to it looks like a minute. So you can have this menu stay on for a minute. And if you mess up anything, you can always hit reset. Here you have personalizations. These are the shortcuts that you can use in conjunction with the 4 buttons on the back. You have a shortcut key, which is for the preset modes. And then you could actually make it do something else. Instead of having it choose preset modes, you can actually make it choose an enhanced mode or an input source or whatever you want to customize. You have your power button LED that you can adjust. You can have it on or off. And then you can reset the personalization just in case you mess something up again. Here we have the display info, which shows the model number. We have the input source, which is HDMI 1. We have the current resolution and frequency, along with the maximum frequency and resolution. DDCCI is on. LCD conditioning is off. The firmware version. We also have the service tag. You can reset the others, which I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it's the firmware. I don't know. Or it could be the service tag. I'm not sure. And then we have the factory reset, which will reset the whole LCD panel just in case, again, something went wrong. Hitting any button on the back other than the joystick will bring up this menu, and it tells you what preset mode you're in, what game enhanced mode, response time, and dark stabilizer. Also down here at the bottom, this shows what the corresponding buttons will do. I searched the Nvidia control panel for the G-Sync option, but could not find anything. This is probably due to the connection to the panel using an HDMI cable and not a display cable. I will test this on another machine. Here is the panel with a black image. It's actually a little darker, but you can see some of the light on the sides. The monitor on the left is on compared to the Dell using a black image. Moving to the right and back again, the monitor on the left goes to sleep while the Dell is still on. This is both screens with a black image, with the left going to sleep again. You can adjust some of the light by adjusting the brightness and calibrating your monitor. Here are the different view perspectives. The bottom one was really hard to get, so please bear with me. With that said, here are a few games using the panel with the Acer Nitro 5 with the 1650 Ti. And until next time, Meanpooh out.
Thank you.